We are going to see this game between Joe's Capablanca versus Alexander Alekhine. And it was played in the World Championship match, 12th World Championship, Alekhine versus Capablanca, which was played in Buenos Aires and in 1927. So let's see the game. White Capablanca he played d4, and then black played knight f6, knight f3, b6, g3, and then bishop b7. So both the players are playing from the side. Okay, only this d4 pawn is there. Otherwise, you can see b6 and g3. So bishop g2 and then c5. Okay, now he attacked this center pawn, and it's called as Torre, London, and Cole systems. So it's like he's now making attack to this d4 pawn, which has a support. But if you take with the knight, there can be a problem because this bishop has no support. So he has to capture maybe with this. Okay. And for that reason, you have to give support to this. And he played castle. Now he gives support. So if he captures, you can even take with the knight now. You don't have to take with the queen. So let's go ahead. C cross d4. Knight cross d4. Yeah, that's what happened. And black is happy to exchange this. Bishop cross g2. King cross g2. So normally black wants to, get the equality. If the more pieces you exchange, there are more chances you get that. And that's why Alekhine was happy to exchange some pieces. But at the same time, Capablanca, who was very good in the end game, he must be happy because he likes to play, end game. But of course, Alekhine was not bad at all in the end game. So let's see what happened in this. Here, d5, it was little, you can say, dubious move. Okay, why dubious? What is the problem? Uh, Maybe, you can prepare first, like e6 and then d5. That's what, they are thinking. But yes, d5 is not that bad, of course. d5, the direct, very simple idea. And you can say actually the best move also because now you're controlling these two important squares. Okay, though it is direct, like you're not thinking about this. Okay, you're not preparing and directly playing this. So the only thing is, like, it can be attacked. And as your king is in the side, I mean white's king is in the side safe, the only thing, if you're playing directly two steps, must be like they are thinking that, okay, the king, this black king who is in the center can have some issues. If you exchange some pawns in the center, the attack can come faster to this king. That's what they're thinking. That's why they must be thinking, yeah, first play e6, bishop e7, and maybe then d5, or first castle and then d5. And that's why they are giving that, dubious mark in that notation. But anyway, let's see what happened now. After this, white played this very good move, c4. c4, why? Of course, you want to open the center. The king is in the center. So what to do? Exchange the pawns. Now you cannot do this because there were more attacks and no support. So this one is okay. Yeah, though this is having no support, you can get that pawn anytime back, like this. Queen a4 and then queen cross c4. So that is fine. Okay, you have some other good moves as well after queen a4. Like if he captures d cross, then queen a4, and if he plays this queen d7, there is another move which was good. That is knight b5. Okay, very interesting. And the threat is this. Okay, and then after that you capture and then you take this. So something like this. There are some threats, and that's why what did he play? He didn't capture. He played this e6. Actually, d cross c4 was okay, but e6 is slightly now a weaker move, you can say, not that good. So what to do after this? Now, as per the plan, actually, white played queen a4 only. Queen a4 check. What to do? Queen d7. Black is always ready to exchange some pieces, especially the queens. If you exchange the queens, there are more chances of making a draw. And then the attack will also be not that dangerous. As your king is in the center, you would like to exchange more pieces. But here as well, white played this, knight b5. Again, the same threat is there. You can play this and the queen can't capture as it would be pinned. And then there is a threat, right? He will capture the queen first and then he'll get this. So it's a dangerous threat. What to do? He played knight c6. First of all, he blocked this attack. So now there is no threat. If you play, he can just simply capture with the queen. And then c cross d5. Now white wants to open everything. So here he said, yes, I have to capture with this. If I take knight cross d5, what is the problem here? Then this e4 is coming. And after that, this is very good position for white. Okay, because the threat is then, the threat is this rook d1. Okay, he's going to attack like this. So after e4, okay, what to do? Yeah, rook d1 is a threat and then is good. So that's why this didn't happen. Knight cross d5, he didn't play this. He played e cross d5. So this was the only move you can say. This is the best move, only move. Don't play knight cross d5. Bishop f4. Okay. After bishop f4, then rook c8. So we are, yeah, we are developing the rook, giving support to this, and yes, continuing our development. That's a good thing. Rook c1, getting the rook out, attacking to this knight, which has already enough support, so no problem actually. But anytime, white can increase the pressure. We have to be careful for that. And after rook c1, he played, yeah, it is black's turn. What did he play? Bishop c5. So he doesn't want any threat to this side. So he thought, okay, I'll just block this rook's attack. And he played bishop c5. Now he thought there is no problem, But white played b4. Okay, he has given sacrifice. Very interesting. So b4, what to do is thinking and finally captured. Okay, actually knight cross b4 he should have captured. This was a better move, but he captured with this. Bishop cross b4, which is not a good move. So here Alekhine made mistake. Bishop cross b4 was mistake. Why? What is happening now? If you take this with the queen, of course this is that. You can't. And if you take this, then he had supports. But after that, this will have no support. And that's what he did. Capablanca captured rook cross c6, sacrifice. So rook cross c6 and then queen cross b4. The main idea is to stopping the castle again. Okay. Plus he got two pieces for a rook. So 3 plus 3, 6 points for that rook, 5 points. It's a good trade. Yeah, of course, he has given a pawn also. So 6 for 6 right now. To like one knight, one bishop for rook and pawn. But normally it's a good thing. The person who gets two pieces can have advantage, okay, because two pieces are better than rook and pawn. You can say that. Now here, knight e4. Okay, black played knight e4. Knight e2. Okay, development, attacking this one. This is looking good knight. This e4 knight. What to do? Don't allow him to be there for a long, long time. Just like that. You attack to it. Okay, you ask questions. So, okay, black captured. Knight cross d2. And then queen cross d2. So black wanted to do castle. Finally, he can do castle. So he's happy. He did that. Okay, he just did castle. And now black thought, yes, I'm okay now. There are less problem. But still, this is the weakness now. Okay, and white said, yes, I want that pawn for free. So rook d1. Okay, this is the weakness. What to do? If there is a weakness, you have to increase the pressure till you get it free. And now how to save it? You can't give support with this. Okay, if you give support with this, okay, if you play this move, what is the problem here? In this game, he played rook c5. Okay, he gave support, but with this rook, not with the other one. If you give this like this, then yeah, he can play knight d4, and this is a good position for white. But we'll see this one. Okay, what happened in the game? So rook c5. After that, white played again knight d4. He blocked it. Now this is a weakness. This is an isolated pawn. What to do? If you can't get it right now, you just block it. Okay, don't allow it to go ahead, and you increase the pressure some other on some other squares or some other sides like king side, queen side, and then the opponent will be busy there. Then you show him that this is also a weakness. This d5 pawn. So you increase more weaknesses, and he cannot save more weaknesses at the same time, and that's the idea. Now rook e8. Black played rook e8. What to do? Knight b3. Attacking the rook. Rook has to move. So rook c8. Okay. The idea is he's saying if you take my pawn, I'll take this. You'll take it, and after that I'll get this pawn. So I'm getting my pawn back, and I have no problem then. So White said no. I'll take this, but not now. I'll first save my pawn, and he blocked it. Okay, he again made attack, one more attack. Now there are so many attacks on this d4 square, so he cannot play d4 at all. Okay, it's very difficult, at least for few moves he cannot play that. Then queen a4. So black wants to get something for this pawn. So if you take it, he's saying I'll take this one. Now what to do? He said okay. White said I don't mind, I have a plan. So queen cross d5 is a very good move. Now he played rook c2. See, rook c2. Now, why did he capture with the queen? That's the question. So, what is the problem here? A rook a1 is the problem. If he plays queen b2 and then rook cross a7, so he's getting this pawn. Okay, and one extra pawn. I mean, not one extra. I mean, yes, the pawns are equal 4 4. But if you see, two pieces for one rook, so 6 points for five, one extra point, and this is winning. Okay, so this is how white could get the advantage in that variation, and that's why he said no, I don't want to take with this. I'll first get the rook ahead, and then afterwards I'll do this. I'll get this with this maybe. So rook c2, then what to do? He played this rook d2. He said, okay, I will exchange the rooks. White has extra points. What to do? Exchange pieces. That's what he's trying to do. Now black said, okay, at least I'll get my pawn back. Let me do that. So rook cross a2, and then white captured rook cross a2, queen cross a2, and here queen c6. So he had to remove this pin. There was a pin. The knight was pinned. He doesn't like that. So he played queen here. Now you cannot take the knight, as after this there is attack on this, and it's a checkmate as well. So what to do? First you have to save the rook. He saved it by playing rook f8. And then the knight goes on better square. Now the knight will go slowly, steadily towards the king, which is very dangerous. Okay, you have to be careful now what is happening, what is coming up. You have to be careful. So after knight d4, king h8. So king h8, what to do? Yes, if you see the king is on that diagonal, he said, I'll get my bishop on that diagonal. If he moves the pawns ahead, what will happen? He will create some weaknesses, and that's what I want. Yeah, he played this. Yeah, white forced him to create some weaknesses. So the more you move the pawn, you don't have to worry. White will be happy because then afterwards he cannot control these squares, like these squares. So after this f6, what to do? White played knight e6, attacking the rook. Rook needs to move. He cannot stay here. If he captures this, you're losing this. So no, not good. And after this, rook g8. Yeah, he played rook g8. Bishop d4. Now white saved it. Okay, he can't take it. Yeah, as you can see, the support is there. And h6. Now he wants to make some space for the king. But the more you move this pawn, the more weaknesses are happening. And that's what white wants. White played h4. Very good move. Okay. Yeah, he could do some other moves as well. It's looking like, yeah, if he captures knight cross g7, rook cross g7, queen cross f6 and all. Yeah, these moves are also looking okay, but why to take a risk? No, if you have an easy win, you just continue. That's what he did. The h4 is a good idea, and now afterwards, this threat is there. Yeah, knight cross g7 and all. This threat is there afterwards. So he's just doing this. After h4, what to do? Queen b1. Okay, he controls this diagonal because he understood now this is the dangerous one. This is the diagonal where white will focus. So after queen b1, as per the plan, see, white has played a very good move. Knight cross g7, sacrifice. Okay, and here black played queen g6. But actually, he should have captured with the rook. And what can happen if he captures with the rook, we'll see. Suppose if you would have captured this, then queen cross f6. Now the threat is this, yeah, this checkmate threat is there. So he had to do something like queen e4 check, and then maybe king f1 or something, or even king g1. So we'll play this. Now what to do? Maybe another check, and then maybe king e1, another check, and then king e2, and then maybe this check or this one. So king f3, and then this check. So like this, he can try. Okay, he could attack, but then finally, now here there are no checks. Now he has to save this rook. So what to do? He might go over here. And then there are, this is a very simple move, this one, queen h7. So after queen h7, you can simply capture, it's free, king has to move, and then you can exchange. Because there are like enough pieces now. You can play whatever you want after this, it's very easy now. You don't need to give that bishop, right? You can just move the bishop back. So then it's easy win after this. But let's see what happened. After knight cross with g7, he has not captured this. Instead, he played queen g6. So he gave support to this f6 pawn. And then now white played this h5. So the problem with black, if he capture with the queen, bishop cross f6, then you're losing that. So you can't take. And if you take with this, you're losing the queen. So that's the threat. Okay, what to do? Queen f7. He played this, queen f7. And then white saved his knight. Now the threat is this, knight cross h6, and it's a fork as well. So king h7, he gave support to that. Plus he removed this pin, that was a dangerous pin. And then queen e4, idea discovered attack. Okay, somewhere is going to move, and it's going to be a discovered attack, very dangerous. So rook e8, he made attack on this. He said, okay, now if you move the knight anywhere, I'm going to capture this one. So queen f4, and then queen f8. So what to do now is just knight d6, giving another threat. There are so many threats here. Yeah. After knight d6, rook e7. So rook e7 basically is trying to control the 7th rank with this better piece. And now after this, bishop cross f6. And then queen a8 check. So e4, yeah, e4 stopping this, then rook g7, and then bishop cross g7, king cross g7, knight f5 check, king f7, queen c7 check, and this is the move after which black resigned, because now he's going to lose for sure. There is a checkmate coming up, like king f8, queen e7 or g7, wherever you move, this is a checkmate coming up. And this is how white won the game.